Hello, ladies. Today I want to talk to you about choosing anti-inflammatory foods and why it is important to our health, longevity, and how we look. Chronic inflammation is a source of premature aging. So we can make better choices for our long-term health and how we feel and look right now by choosing a diet that's high in anti-inflammatory foods. So, what is inflammation? Inflammation is a natural process that goes on in our body when we have cell damage. It's our body's immune response to something that has come either from a physical or biological harm. Our body releases proteins, enzymes, hormones, and blood when we have damage. When we fall down and hurt ourselves, our body responds by sending in all of these different ingredients to help us to heal. An acute response like this is temporary and dissipates once the healing has taken place. Chronic inflammation, however, lingers beyond the healing state and can cause damage. It keeps our body in a state of alert. Eventually, chronic inflammation can damage healthy cells and tissues and damage our DNA. It can lead to tissue death and internal scarring. Common signs of inflammation are visual puffiness. That's pretty obvious on the outside. Fatigue, weight changes, persistent infections that don't seem to go away, cholesterol imbalances, elevated C-reactive protein levels, aches and pains, skin issues, and digestive discomfort. There are a plethora of things in our modern lifestyle that contribute to inflammation, including smoking, obesity, alcohol, and chronic stress. In terms of food, anything that's highly processed, overly sweet, or fried should be avoided. As I'm sure you know by now, sugar causes inflammation. Soda and other sweet drinks, as I've mentioned before, are the main culprits today. If you want to limit your inflammation, I recommend cutting out anything that has added sugar. All those delicious fried foods like fried chicken and French fries are also very inflammatory. Even though they may be cooked in healthy fats, what seems to be healthy fats, they're actually not. The problem with the fats that those foods are cooked in is that they're high in omega-6 fatty acids. When we have too many omega-6 fatty acids in our diet, it throws off the good omega-3s. Anything containing trans fat, or any labels that say partially hydrogenated oils should absolutely be avoided. There is no amount that is safe to consume. So let's talk a little bit about omega-6 and omega-3. Scientists have found that omega-3s are actually anti-inflammatory. Foods that are rich in omega-3s include fatty fish, such as salmon, mackerels, oysters, walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, caviar, herring, and cod liver oil. Omega-3 fatty acids benefit our brain and our body, and they are low inflammation. Omega-6 fatty acids, on the other hand, come from many seed oils that are used in today's food production. Omega-3 and omega-6 are termed essential fatty acids because we cannot produce them ourselves. We have to consume them. The biggest sources of omega-6 in our diet are soybean oil, cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, even canola oil. So let's talk about some good choices for food that are anti-inflammatory. These are the foods that help us to look and feel our best. Go for fruits and vegetables that are rich in color. Fruits like blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, cherries, all of those fruits that have rich colors are anti-inflammatory and delicious. Pineapple has long been revered as an anti-inflammatory food as well, because the enzyme called bromelain in it has wonderful digestive properties. Leafy green cruciferous vegetables that are high in vitamin K are also anti-inflammatory, including kale, cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. The lycopene in tomatoes is anti-inflammatory, and beets are a wonderful choice, again, with great color. Grains, especially oatmeal, wild rice, forbidden rice, barley, quinoa, beans. Beans are good for your heart. They're high in fiber, they're loaded with antioxidants and other anti-inflammatory substances. Nuts have a healthy kind of fat, especially walnuts, that help with inflammation. Just stick to a handful of nuts a day, though. Olive oil and avocado oil are wonderful vegetable oils to cook with and are not inflammatory. Fish. Put it on your plate at least twice a week. Salmon, tuna, sardines all have plenty of omega 3s. Fatty fish like wild salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Herbs and spices are excellent. They're antioxidant and they also add flavor to food. So, turmeric, found in curry powder, does this with a strong substance called curcumin. Garlic keeps our inflammation in check as well. Ginger is also an excellent anti-inflammatory, which has been shown to reduce inflammation in people who have rheumatoid arthritis. In terms of beverages, green tea is an excellent choice. So there are many, many things that we can eat that are delicious and nourishing to help keep us out of the chronic inflammation state. Reducing inflammation in our bodies is a choice. And fortunately, we have many wonderful, delicious foods to nourish us